Good morning, students. In today's class, we will learn how to prepare a two-column cash book when we are maintaining cash and bank column on both the sides. We are having a problem, so it is advisable to take down the problem and then refer the solution, because every time we cannot move the slides here and there, or else you will be confused. So first, take down this problem on a separate sheet with all the transactions and then go on solving the problem along with the explanation that I have given. Students, for better understanding, I have tried to give you all narration below the transaction. Now, narration for cash book can be given or it can be ignored because it is serving the purpose of ledger as well as the journal. So, narration is not compulsory. Even if we don't give narration, cash book can be prepared in form of a ledger. So, we'll go through the problem and then we'll see how to solve these transactions or record it in the cash book. So, now I have opening cash balance 15,000 and bank balance 2,20,000. Insurance premium is paid by check 6,000. Issued check for goods purchased 28. Next, sold goods and received check from Rahul 19,000. Sold goods to Modi and get the amount transferred to our bank account 36,000. Paid rent by check 12,000. Paid wages 8,600. Bought goods from Amit 65,000. Sold Mamta and received a check 65,000. Mamta's check deposited into bank. Then we are having paid to Amit by check 65,000. Now from this transactions we have to prepare a cash book. Now the things that we have to remember at the time of preparing two-column cash book is that cash is an asset. So the rule of debit increase in cash and credit decrease in cash has to be applied. The second rule or thing that we have to remember here is cash or check received is always treated as cash received, because checks received today immediately are not sent to bank. Therefore, whenever checks are received, it is treated as cash received. And at the same time, the check which is paid to our suppliers or outsiders, those checks will be presented in the bank and then the payment is received. For that purpose, whenever checks are paid, we assume that bank is making the payment. So, check received is treated as cash received and paid by check is assumed as payment made by banks. Next, we are having certain contra entries where bank and cash both are appearing in the same book or recorded in the same book. So, both are the entries which are resembling or the same entries. For that purpose, we write contra entries. So, we'll see how the cash book is to be prepared in the next slide. I hope you all have taken down the problem. We'll go to the next slide. Now we are having the two-column cash book. So now two-column cash book has date. The debit side is the receipt side because all the receipts are recorded on the debit side. Then you are having the ledger folio. You are having receipt number column which is not taken here because of the lack of space. We do not have more space to have ignored that particular column on both the sides. So one column from both the sides is ignored. So you are having the receipt number, then the ledger folio, and cash or bank account is to be taken, separate columns for each to record the receipt of cash and receipt amount deposited in the bank. Next we are having the date column. Next is the payments column where we are going to write all the payments made in cash, either by check or by cash. Now the zeros which are come, it is relating to the same amount because of insufficient pace, it is coming down, so please adjust. So opening balance of cash on 1st April 17 is taken as balance brought down 2,20,000. The bank balance is to be recorded in bank column and the balance of cash is recorded in cash column, that is 15,000. Next, on 2nd we have paid insurance. So I have told insurance by insurance. Now this insurance is paid by check. So whenever the check is presented to the bank, then only the amount of 6,000 is received by the bank. So insurance I will write in the bank column because payment is made by check. So insurance premium paid 6,000. Next, on 4th again I have purchases. So I will write purchased goods and issued by check. So check issued is for 28,000. So I will write by purchase, and in the bank column, because check payment is there, it will be 28,000 in the bank column is credited. So journal entry will be purchases account debited to bank account. So bank is credited by purchases 28,000. Next one, it is continued. On 8th, I have received sale of goods. So on 8/4/2017, sales are made, and on the same day the check is being deposited. So whenever the check is deposited on the same day, it is treated as direct payment received by bank. So I will write to sales. In the bank column I will write because it is sent to bank on the same day. Immediately after receipt of check, it is paid into bank or deposited into bank. So the journal entry will be bank account debit to sales, because amount of 36,000 is received by the bank, not by the proprietor. So I will write sales and debit bank column because check is deposited on the sales immediately. Next, coming on 10th, I have paid rent. So journal entry will be rent account debit to bank account. So bank is credited by rent, so payment is made by check. So when check payment is there, 12,000 will be taken on the bank column. Next, I am having 15 on 11th. Now on 11th I have paid wages. Now when I have paid wages, nothing is stated. There is no payment which is made by check. So if nothing is stated, assume it is a cash payment. So in the cash column I am going to record 8,500. Only when payments are made by check, that time bank column is credited, or else if no checks are paid, it is assumed that cash is paid and cash column is credited. Now coming to 15th. Now on 15th we have made sales to Mamta and received a check. So whenever I have received a check on sales, I will record it as cash received and take it as 56,000 in the cash column. Now on 20th, check which was received from Mamta is deposited into bank. So when I deposit check into bank account is debited to cash. So cash account I will write to cash on the debit side. In the bank column I am going to write 56,000 because bank balance is increasing by 56,000. So I will write in the ledger folio C, that represents the contra entry. Immediately on the same day I have here the bank which is being cash which is being going out, or it is reduced. So your journal entry will be cash account is bank account is debited to cash. So cash is credited by bank. In the cash column I will write 56,000, and when cash is deposited in the bank column I will write 56,000. So the narration for both the entries will be same. Mamta's check deposited into bank, and both are contra entries because cash as well as bank are appearing once debit side and once credit side. So when deposit is made, bank is debited, and when cash is credited, and whenever you are having withdrawals, cash is debited and bank is credited. Next, on 28th we have paid Amit by check. So your journal entry will be Amit's account debit to bank account. So bank is on the credit side 64,000. Now we will take the total of the debit side first, because cash being an asset always shows a debit balance. So first I'll total the bank column. The total of bank column comes 3,12,000. 3,12,000, and the total of cash column will be 90,000. Now from these totals which is recorded the same on the credit side also. Now we will see what is the difference. It will amount to 2,02,000 for bank and 64,000 for cash. So the difference is treated as balance carried down, and the same closing balance of the last month becomes the opening balance for the next month, that is for 1st May. So I'll write the closing balance. To balance brought down 2,02,000 and 64,000 for the next month. So here we complete the first problem. I hope you have followed. Now we'll see one more problem on 2-column cash book. Now we are having one more problem. 2-column cash book we have to prepare, and transactions are given. So you are starting business with cash 1,20,000. Cash paid into bank 50,000, purchased of goods from Shushmita, it is 20,000. Next you are having purchase of goods from Shushmita 15,000. So purchases to Shushmita it will be. Sold goods to Dinkar and received a check rupees 20,000. Paid cash to Sumitra, it is 20,000. Then check received on 6th July deposited into bank. Then sold goods to Rani. Then cartage paid rupees 500. Then you are having cash received from Rani. Then commission received 5,000. Cash withdrew for personal use 2,000. So rule of asset is applied, that is increase and decrease. Check received is treated as cash received. Payment is made by check is assumed that bank is being paid. So we'll see what is the journal entry or how it is recorded. Now on first opening balance of cash, because you have started business, it should be to capital account on first 1,20,000. Now immediately on 3rd we have deposited into bank, so that star marks shows that there is a contra entry. So you are depositing into bank rupees 50,000. So bank account is debited to cash. In debit side bank column is debited, and on the credit side cash is credited by bank because 50,000 is deposited into bank. So both are contra entries. Next, on 10th we have made purchases from Shushmita. So it will be for cash. So it is Shushmita's account debit 20,000, here it is shown. Next, on 5/11 you are having sales which is done. So we are receiving a check. So whenever check is received, 20,000 is taken on the credit side. By mistake this particular transaction has not to appear, but by mistake it has come because purchases to Shushmita it will be. So cash is not affected on 10th. So it is a mistake, a wrong entry has been entered here. Next, it is 20,000. Next, coming to 14th. So on 14th I have again cash deposited into bank, that is for 20,000. So cash deposited, the same amount is taken here on 14th, that bank cash is decreased by bank 20,000, which is a contra entry. Next, on 20th we have paid cartage, so nothing is stated, we are going to credit it in the cash column. Next, we are receiving cash from Rani, so cash received from Rani 12,000, it is in the cash column. Next, on 27th we have received commission of rupees 5,000, so it is recorded to commission in the cash column 5,000. On 30th we have made drawings, so drawings, it is withdrawal for personal use, so drawings are 2,000. Next, on 30th 7 the difference has to be taken, so I will first total the cash column. So cash column amounts to 3,12,000 and the bank column will be 90,000. So the difference will be taken as 70 and 64,500. So the same total is to be taken for the 1st of October. So two balance brought down, 70,000 and 65,400. So here we come to the end of our cash book. So if any doubts or difficulties are there, you all can contact us. Thank you.